Hi everybody, welcome back to the Golden Galaxy Bar. Today we're going to be talking about the bar basics, all the tools that you need to get started with mixing cocktails. Well, not started, but you'll see what I mean in a minute. So, right here in front of me are all of the tools that I use on an everyday basis whenever I'm mixing my drinks. Let's start with the simplest. This is what is known as a jigger. This is a measurement device that allows me to accurately pour 1 ounce or half an ounce. There's other jiggers that allow you to measure specific ounces, like if you need 3/4 of an ounce or a 1/4 ounce. You can eyeball it with this, like, oh, I need a 1/4 ounce, so I'll fill this up halfway. It's not that hard. This just allows me to measure it before I dump it into the drink. The other thing you're going to need whenever you're starting your own bar, shakers. Now, I use Boston shakers, the 210s, because whenever you're using cobbled shakers, which is actually I have a set over here. Just hold on, give me just a minute. Hold on, everybody. Fuck. Sorry. So, cobbled and 10 shakers. Whenever you shake with a cobbled shaker, it causes the liquid to condense whenever it gets colder because you're shaking with ice. Whenever it condenses, it almost forms an airtight seal between 3 points around the ring, right here, and around the cap, making it almost impossible to get off whenever you're trying to get your drink. And this little strainer right here never quite works. There are certain models that I've seen that are really good about this. However, I don't like using them. If I need to shake, I want to use 10 shakers. That's why I have 2. That's also just good practice. If you're mixing a lot of drinks like I do, have more than 1 shaker. It's helpful if you're mixing a lot of drinks whenever you have a party and you can't go clean your shaker every 5 minutes whenever somebody wants another drink. All right. Next in bar basics, bar spoon. This is used for stirring drinks, whether it be making drinks in a glass, making it in a mixing glass, things of that nature. Or if you need a bar spoon of something. A bar spoon is a measurement. Much like the jigger, it can be used as a measurement device. Whenever you need a bar spoon, like I need a bar spoon of simple syrup. Just pour it in there, add it. If you don't need a lot, I believe it's like 1/8 of an ounce. Don't quote me on that. The Hawthorne strainer is the next thing up. I'm going out of order. I know I'm probably giving every actual mixologist an aneurysm. This is my bar basics video, so bear with me. This is a Hawthorne strainer. What this does is, if you use 10 shakers, like I do, you get done shaking, shake, 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 whatever the fuck is in here, the espresso martini, vodka martini, if you're a James Bond asshole and likes his martini shaken, whatever the hell, you get done. You got a bunch of ice in your perfectly good cocktail. Well, I would like my cocktail undiluted. So you take this, put it on the front, hold it, you pour it into your glass. I don't really like this one. I got this with a kit with the shaker tins. I don't like it. I much prefer this one because it has a tighter spring and the handle fits in my hand a lot better for whenever I am pouring drinks. And that's something that actually helps. Whenever the tighter the spring, the less ice chunks that are going to get in your drink. That way you don't have to use the other strainers that we have. So this is a fine mesh strainer. I'm sure you've seen it around your kitchen once or twice, and I'm sure you've even used it. Whenever you're mixing drinks, this is to catch ice particulates that you don't want in your drink. Let's say you're shaking a perfect example, an espresso martini or a whiskey sour, you don't want all those ice chunks in there. So you pass it through the Hawthorne strainer to keep all the big chunks of ice that are in here, and you pass it through this one to make sure that none of the fine crystal ice particulates get in your drink. That way, whenever it goes out of the shaker, it is no longer diluting the drink. There is a third type of strainer called a julep strainer. It looks like kind of like a big metal spoon with a lot of holes in it. And that is used for the mixing glass, which I'll talk about next. And it's also used for a drink called a mint julep. I don't drink mint juleps all that often, and whenever I do, I usually simply filter out all of the mint. I let it soak there. So, it's not really needed. You can debate that for yourself. This is the mixing glass. So, we've talked about the shaker tin. That's what you use for most cocktails. Yeah, that's what people know whenever you think of a cocktail. You say, oh, throw it in a shaker. Whenever you shake things, you aerate the drink as well as you clear up the drink. If there's citrus in it, you want to shake it because if you shake it, the drink comes out crystal clear. But let's say something like this. This is green apple schnapps. If I shook that to make something like an apple martini, it would come out cloudy as fuck. I don't want a cloudy drink. And I don't know about you, but I don't want to drink ghost cum in a glass. No, I want a crystal clear appletini whenever I'm drinking one. That's what this is for. You pour out all your ingredients, you add ice, you start stirring, stir, 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 tap, tap, put that down, grab your strainer. Julep if you have it. Hawthorne is a very good replacement because, ta-da, it's right there and it does the same fucking job. And you pour it into your glass, same shit. You dilute the same way. It's the reason you shake and stir is to incorporate ingredients. If you're shaking, to add air, to cool down the drink, and to dilute the drink with ice. Because as the ice melts, it's going to turn back into water and water down the drink. That might sound stupid. You want that to happen. Trust me, you don't want straight bourbon in your old fashioned, because that makes your old fashioned taste like shit the entire time. The ice is actually what makes the old fashioned palatable. If you just drink it straight, it tastes like ass. Anyways, I'm getting off track. Let's get into the unconventional tools. Tools that you don't need if you're starting a home bar, but if you're like me and you're doing this because you have a lot of money that you don't want to spend on other things, child support, joking, then get all the tools you can. This is what's known as a muddler. So let's say I have some fresh fruits. I'm making a strawberry margarita. And instead of just throwing some fucking strawberry puree, yes, I use strawberry puree in most of my shit because I don't feel like muddling. I'm lazy. Fuck you. I don't feel like muddling strawberries. I would take a couple strawberries, cut off the tops, quarter them, and I press them in and twist until they became a fine pulp. Then I'd add my liquor, my ice, double strain it, all that good jazz. So, this is what's known as a bar key, and it plays in tandem with this little fella. Most people have seen this around and you probably even have one, and you don't know what it does. Well, one side obviously pops open bottles, but this side, or no, wrong hand, fucking idiot. This side, you might be wondering, what the hell does that do? The fucking keychain? Ooh, okay. No. So, oh, I need to buy more Tanqueray. Add that to the shopping list. This is what's known as a speed pour. You pop that on the top of your bottle, and whenever you go to pour in your jigger, it doesn't come out as a complete fucking mess. You can accurately pour to 1 ounce and dump it in the strainer. Oh no, I can't get this off with my bare. Ignore that. I can't get this off with my bare hands. That's what this side is for. Obviously, it came off really easy for this bottle, but there are a bunch of bottles that it doesn't fit on. Pop it in and get underneath that rubber seal. Pop it up. It's made to get these speed pours off easily and reliably. That way, you don't make a mess pulling it off and bringing the liquor with you, spilling it all over the bar. What else is left? Oh, right. Peeler. For whenever you're pulling peels of lemon or orange or whatever the hell you might be peeling. Grapefruit. It's usually going to be lemons, limes, and oranges. Let's be real. You pull the peel for expressing the oils, which we're going to get to that. Don't worry. You pull the peel. I like to cut it, which obviously a paring knife should be part of your repertoire. Paring knife, and I actually have a very small cutting board, which is specifically for my bar. Love this little thing. Amazing. Had it for like 6 years. I like to cut it, make it neat, make a little swath. I don't know if I'm saying that word right. Maybe. Last two, and you can say I'm trivial. Straws. Straws. There are certain drinks that, oh my god, you need a straw for. If you're serving in like a martini glass or a margarita glass, don't put a straw in. That glass is way too big, the straw will just end up getting in the way. But things like a Collins glass or like a whiskey glass, things of those natures, things where you can comfortably stick a straw in. And I have short straws because I have a lot of short glassware, but I also have I have a long straw for my taller glasses. And again, this was trivial. Toothpicks. You need toothpicks for garnish, like pineapple, cherries, mint, orange wedges, lemon wedges, lime wheels, things of those nature. You need this if you're sticking anything that can go on a skewer. That way, and I would recommend metal toothpicks. They are 100% worth the investment. This is a $5 pack of like 20. I have 18 left after 2 years. Buy these. They're worth it. There is one other thing that I have. It's niche though. You don't need to buy this unless you're an experienced drinker, not a bartender. No, unless you're like drinking a lot like me. Um, this is an electric cocktail smoker, which I have applewood in there. I don't know if you can pick that up. That is applewood chunks, and the way this works is that is a little electrode which will light up like an electric lighter and light the wood on fire. How it works is you turn it on, and here, I'll even get a glass, show you guys. Let me see. You come here. All of you can fuck right off. Put you guys back up in a minute. And you press the button, and it starts to light the wood on fire, which smokes the cocktail. I usually do this for old fashions or whiskeys. I don't know how well that's showing up on camera. I'll bring it a little closer. Oh well, no, it's smoking it pretty good. Do it again for good measure. But yeah, it imparts that nice smoky applewood flavor into that cocktail, which you can see it is now smoked glass. You can do this either before or after. I prefer to do this after I've added the liquor. Sorry, didn't mean to get a little bit. You can do this before or after you've added the liquor. But smoking your glass is just an amazing way to elevate a cocktail. Again, this not necessary. This you don't have to. It's wonderful if you have it. If you have it, use it. But not necessary. There's a couple other things that I have that are, you know, needed for a bar. Over here, I have a mini fridge, which I use to keep my lemon. I keep most of my juices in there. My cold brew concentrate for my coffee drinks. Uh, Orange juice, pineapple juice, cranberry juice, all that good jazz. I also have this little doodad, which, oh, that's sad. My water went flat. This is a soda maker. The way this works is I would put a 8-ounce CO2 cartridge in here, shut the thing, and it would expel all the CO2 in that one cartridge, carbonating this water. I also have seltzer and tonic water over there. This thing is like $15, and the cartridges are like $8. So even if you don't like bartending, totally should get one. You can make soda at home. You can make homemade root beer. It's delicious. I don't have a canister right now. My canisters come in Tuesday. It's a Thursday for anybody watching. I'm recording this on a Thursday. Yeah. But that is Bar Tools Basics. The next episode that I release will be about glassware. As for where I got all of this, some of it was thrifted. Thrift shops, don't don't sleep on them. You can find some amazing shit. Like fucking these, which are coasters that form the Jim Beam fucking logo. $2 at a at a Goodwill. I found this at a local thrift store for like $5, which retail this thing costs like 25 because it's from Maker's Mark. I don't know if you can. It's from Maker's Mark. And it's worked for me for years. I'm gonna start cleaning up now because I gotta shoot the other video. But yeah. Oh, and as for my shaker tins, if you guys are wondering, Amazon, same thing for my mixing glass. Most of this stuff came with a small kit. Other stuff I either thrifted or went and got from a shop. But yeah, that's Bar Basics. And for those of you wondering, when are you gonna get to the liquor? Getting there. It takes some time. I don't want to rush and start mixing shit without y'all understanding, or like some comprehension among my audience. Shit. Why did I bring you up? Right, to smoke, to show off the smoker. That's right. Man, dumbass. Yeah. Thanks for stopping by. Till next time.